Hi everyone, and a very good day to you. Here we are again with our program Real Talk from Woman to Woman. Today is Thursday and is the day that we focus on family. And I'm going to use this opportunity and go back and reflect already what we spoke on Tuesday about the daughters-in-law of Naomi, Orpah and Ruth. And by the way, if you don't usually connect with our love therapy, make sure you connect today because it has to do a lot with what we are going to be speaking today. Okay, so you cannot miss it. If you are not yet in a group, in a private group on our Facebook, you may ask one of the coordinators, group coordinators, for them to add you there, for you to find out what to do in order for you to be in our Facebook private group. All right? So let's go and reflect where we left off yesterday. In fact, we are going back to the program of Monday and Tuesday. If you have not watched, you can watch on our YouTube channel, UCKG Hong Kong. You can find there episode 1 and episode 2 about Ruth. Yesterday, we spoke about a little of what we spoke on Monday, and we told you we were reflecting that we cannot compromise our faith, our relationship with God, in order for us to have some financial benefits. So when Naomi and her husband, they went to the country of Moab, they went there because there was a famine in their country, and they went in search for bread. They went in search for a better life. But the thing is, after they had a better life, they found, what they needed, they remained there. And yesterday we were speaking about that in a sense, how many times we have people that go to a place, for example, they pick up extra work, they do OT in order to have extra income, and once they cover the cost of everything that they needed, especially paying off the debts, they enjoy the money, the extra money they are receiving, and they remain there and compromising their faith with God. So they have prosperity by themselves. They are talented, they are hardworking, and they have discipline. So they earn money, but without God. And the problem is when we prosper without Him, without God, what happens? In a moment of calamity, in a moment that we go through difficulty, then we don't have the structure to remain in faith. So that was the problem of Naomi. Because they have remained in the country with a stable and a good quality life, they didn't invest so much in their spiritual life. And when the calamity came, when she lost her husband first and then after her two sons, then she felt lost, and she even felt that the Lord was against her. But it was not God that was against her, was that maybe she had distanced herself from God, and in the moment of difficulty, she felt alone. All right, so we are going to give continuation where we left off yesterday. So let's read here. Let me put here in the screen for you to follow together. Let's read here in verse 14. Let me put these like that. There we go. We can read from verse 14. Then they lifted up their voices and wept again, and Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clung to her. And she said, "Look, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and to her gods. Return after your sister-in-law." But Ruth said, "Entreat me not to leave you, or to turn back from following after you. For wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried. Then the Lord do so to me, and more also, if anything but death parts you and me." Okay, so you see, people that have a relationship, they are faithful in their commitment. You can see here, for better and for worse. So Ruth, she surely she had benefited from being with Naomi. Naomi, most likely, she was a wonderful mother-in-law. She looked after these two girls, young girls. She took them as her own children, taught them how to take care of their husbands, taught them surely all everything that would make a good marriage. And when this problem came, what happened? One of her daughters-in-law, uh, she had changed, but not from within. She left and went back to her old life, to her parents, to her gods. She went back her way. But here with Ruth, you see the characteristics of a faithful person, a person that is not in a relationship for the benefits, but is a person that believes and is faithful in the relationship. So her husband had passed. She had the right to go back. But, she, living with Naomi, living with this family, she had learned about God, and she decided, no, this is what I want for my life. Was not She didn't have an emotional faith. She was not in this relationship, in this family, for personal benefits, but she was there to being faithful and honoring the wedding vows that she made to her husband. So in sickness and in health, and there she was. And even more outstanding is that when her husband passed, she remained faithful about this vow that she had made. And now the vow that she made towards her husband, now she made it towards Naomi. What a quality, isn't it? I can see here the quality of Naomi, the mother-in-law. Okay, she made a crucial mistake in her life by thinking that God was against her. But you can also see that this woman was a quality woman, like a woman with a capital letter. She was not a woman like, like the movements of the world they promote. My rights, my ways, women rights. No, she raising up flags. No, she was a woman that indeed she had. She was a woman that you write it with a capital letter, means a woman with strength and power. Empowering woman, because she managed to convince and even bring her daughters-in-law to her side. She was a reference to them. She was like a magnet. Well, not to them, but she was a magnet to Ruth, right? So today in the love therapy, actually, we are going to be speaking about this, about faithfulness, this kind of faithfulness during the love therapy. So I don't want to extend much more because I want you to attend the love therapy, okay? For singles, for married, for everyone, uh, and you, all of us, they should participate, okay? Let's continue here. Verse 18. When she saw that she was determined to go with her, she stopped speaking to her. So Naomi stopped speaking or insisting with Ruth. Now the two of them went until they came to Bethlehem. And it happened when they had come to Bethlehem that all the city was excited because of them. And the women said, "Is this Naomi?" But she said to them, "Do not call me Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me." Look, again, the women in Bethlehem, they looked at Naomi like still the Naomi that had left, the woman of the wonderful woman she was. They knew her for the qualities she had, for the person she was. But now Naomi returning, you can see truly the bitterness inside of her. They told her, "Don't call me Naomi. I'm no longer like before." And she told her, "Call me Mara." Mara means bitter, bitterness, right? So and then she carries on saying again, repeating, "The Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me." But in fact, who was dealing with God bitterly was her, not God. You see, sometimes when we don't see our wrongs, we tend to see that the wrong is on the other side. We don't look within ourselves and see, look, this is where I went wrong. We tend to look at other people's mistakes. And here's a lesson. You can take note of this. Often, when we go through a difficult moment, or a problem in a relationship, a problem in the friendship, we often, or even a problem at work, we often look at the other person. And we think that they are the problem. The problem is the children, the problem is the husband, the problem is the wife, the problem is the parents, the problem is the employer, the problem is the country, the problem is this. A person that does not see where they went wrong will always find the mistake in others, but they will never see their own mistake. You know, Naomi, up until this moment, she saw God, dealing with her in an unjust manner, in a wrong way. She didn't see that when she left Bethlehem and she went to Moab, that she wronged God when they remained there. Can you see the difference? She didn't understand that. And how about you? Maybe you have a problem with someone, maybe someone in the church, maybe you have a problem with someone in your family, at work, in your workplace. You know what you have to start doing? Stop looking at the wrong the person did towards you. Because if you keep looking at the wrong, the injustice that you went through, you will never see your personal wrongs, your personal mistakes. You will never spot what you can improve and develop in life. The moment you take the spotlight from other people and you put it on you, When you go through the problems, you look, could I have done something better? Could I have dealt with this situation better? When you put the spotlight on you, then you start to see where you went wrong and you can fix. And the quicker you do this, the faster you move forward, the faster you can progress. But if you take too long with that, you become bitter, and it's like you always go backwards. You don't move forward, you move backwards. So my advice for you today, and I would like to finish the program now, is the following. Put the spotlight on you. Don't put the spotlight on other people, but put the spotlight on you. And when you put the spotlight on you, when you start to see things that you should have done, you did not do, or things that you should not have done, you did it, and you take note of that, you develop as a person, as a human being, and surely it will be less likely for you to commit the same mistake twice. Okay? So to finish, let's finalize your verse 21. I went out full, so Naomi is saying, look, I went out of Bethlehem full, and the Lord has brought me home again empty. Why do you call me Naomi, since the Lord has testified against me, and the Almighty has afflicted me? So Naomi returned, and Ruth, the Moabitess, her daughter-in-law, with her, who returned from the country of Moab. Now they came to Bethlehem at the beginning of barley harvest. And then we are going to speak about this tomorrow. All right? So the lesson today is put the spotlight on yourself and remove the spotlight from other people's mistake so that you can grow and mature. All right? Now, if this program was helpful for you, make sure you share it on your profile, on your Facebook, Instagram, in all your platforms, social platforms. Send a message to your family, to your friends, someone that needs to listen to this message. Let's make this chain, create a chain of change in other people's life. Okay? And you can also check the previous episodes on our YouTube channel, UCKG Hong Kong. All right? And last but not least, I would like to draw your attention here to our Godlywood meeting that is going to take place Saturday the 4th and Sunday the 5th of October at 2 p.m. here at the church. All right? Don't miss it. I'm sure there will be a great message. The Holy Spirit will speak to us throughout this meeting for us to become better women for the honor and glory of God. So don't miss it. October 4 and 5 at 2 p.m. That's all for today. May God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now. Has this program been of help for you? Feel free to share with someone who also will benefit from watching it. You feel free to press the share button, and if you want, you can like it and leave your comments below. God bless.